This is Marie Schulte-Bockum reporting for Marie's Bundesliga Minutes for TransferExchange. So to recap, this week there are a couple of really big storylines. The most important, of course, which we addressed last week, and that's Marco Rose leaving Gladbach at the end of the season to join Dortmund as head coach. So this was to be expected, but it's still a big deal because the two teams still have to play each other in a few weeks, and they're both direct competitors for Champions League qualification spots. For Dortmund, this is a great signing, and for Gladbach, it's a big loss. And it'll be interesting to see who Max Eberl, Gladbach's very competent sporting director, appoints as his successor. There are rumors of Jesse Marsch, the American, who's done a great job at Salzburg. So that would be really nice to see him in the Bundesliga. The second big storyline is, of course, Bayern Munich losing to Frankfurt. Eintracht Frankfurt has been so good of late. They have a good chance of making the Champions League qualification, which would be a huge success for them and their coach, Adi Hütter. And they beat Bayern 2-1. And this revealed some of how shaky Bayern has been, especially defensively, with David Alaba on his way out, Niklas Süle still struggling a bit with his fitness and form, and now rumoured to potentially be joining Chelsea. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, Bayern's general manager, has said that they're not sure yet if they will extend his contract, but talks will resume shortly. But he already said, we have to consider coronavirus, economic prospects, etc. So there's a good chance Süle would make more money if he left Bayern Munich for Chelsea. So that will be interesting to see what happens with the German international there. And of course, Lucas Hernandez, the record signing from Atletico Madrid, who's been at Bayern for almost 2 seasons now, is still kind of mediocre. So also a little disappointing what's happening there. So let's see what happens at Bayern next. For me, the biggest story of the week is Schalke though. Germany's second largest club, the Royal Blues, have 160,000 members, fee-paying, card-carrying members. And for the first time since 1991, this club is set to be relegated. It hasn't completely mathematically been decided yet, but they are now 9 points behind number 17 spot in the Bundesliga. And of course, they lost the derby against their Ruhr Valley rivals Dortmund 0-4. We all saw that beautiful Erling Haaland goal, the side volley set up by a chip pass from Jadon Sancho, two of the best young players in the world, both at Dortmund for now. And Schalke has a lot of young players themselves, from the under-19, from their own academy, from the second team like Matthew Hoppe, the young American. But it can't fall to these young guys to carry this team, because if you have a team like with Bujalab and Matthew Hoppe and all these other young guns, it's just not enough to fight relegation in this kind of season without fans. Financially, Schalke will need to look for money and potentially an investor. There is of course also the quirky fact that Schalke is still an eingetragener Verein, so a club that is essentially owned by its members, meaning any kind of revolution, new business concept has to be supported democratically by a members' vote. And that will make things interesting. If the club does want to open itself to investors, they have to leave that structure behind and do what other clubs in Germany have done. And for that, they need the approval of the members. So we'll see what happens there. Jochen Schneider, the general manager, it came out this week, is going to be out of the window at the end of the season. The coach, Christian Groß, also only has a contract until the summer, so they'll need to look for a new coach, a new general manager, probably new players with all the best players like German international Suat Serdar or Amin Arid, the young French-Moroccan dribbler, set to leave. So a lot happening there and a great club to keep an eye on. That's it from me. You can follow me on Twitter at Marie Schubo, MarieSchubo. See you next week. Bye.